Hi, so today I want to talk to you all about sight words. What are sight words? So, sight words are words that cannot be phonetically broken down. So, a lot of us are familiar with the term, like we'll say, sound it out, right? If you're reading with a young reader and they're trying to problem solve a word, an unfamiliar word, um, it's a common thing to say. Teachers say it too. Um, and I'll do another video about why sound it out is actually incorrect. But anyway, sight words, you wouldn't be able to decode them anyway. Sight words are words that don't always follow the rules. Some of them do, many of them don't. So with sight words, we want to teach our readers to recognize sight words on sight, right? And so the natural way to do that is by reading lots and lots and lots of books because sight words are also frequently used words. And so if you're sitting down on a couch or if you're lying down in bed and you're reading with a young reader, and if that's happening regularly, they will automatically begin to learn sight words because you're seeing these easily recognizable words often in the books that they're reading. And so that's the first way that kids learn sight words. And that's just what it is. You can also teach sight words explicitly through just fun activities and games. And not only can you, but you should. And especially right now, it's a fun and easy thing to do. So if you're looking at my screen here, you can see, I'm going to make this wider. Okay. You can see that these are a list of kindergarten words. They're a list of sight words for each grade. Okay. And so there's so many things that you can do to help your young reader at home retain and maintain sight words so that when they go to school in September, there's no gap in their sight word knowledge because this is important. So I'm going to give you 3 tips, 3 things that you can do to teach your reader to recognize words on sight. All right. So the first thing you want to do is you do want to, and I will share on my Facebook page. You can also email me. I can share the list of and maybe I'll drop in the comment line a link where you can find these words. You can also Google sight words for kindergarten, sight words for first grade. They'll be there. So these are kindergarten sight words. And here are 3 tips. 1, do you have magnetic letters at home? A lot of us do. If you don't, you can find them at the dollar store, at Dollar Tree, Family Dollar, even maybe at the supermarket. They are out there. And if you have a refrigerator that is magnetic, you can use those magnetic letters and like just create some of these words on the fridge. Do it every day. Do a few words a day. Encourage your kids at home to say, hey, like make some words there. And it's just that's just one fun way. I have a friend that I noticed she painted a wall in her home with the chalkboard paint. And that's something else that if you're getting really creative and you can just like write letters, write notes, and also share lists of words at home. But the magnetic letters on the fridge is the first thing that you can do. You can also make flashcards out of these words. So get index cards, get Post-its, get a sheet of paper. Get a sheet of paper and fold it. And so you can fold it into to 6s or fold it into 4s. Make sure that they're like box size or rectangular size. Cut them and just create flashcards. And you can play quick quiz games with your students, with your readers, your kids out at home. The last thing that I want to share is you can play the match game. Some of us remember the match game. We played it. I know I played it at home. I played it in school as well. So the match game is, remember, you might have like a set of picture cards and the game is to find the match, and whoever you find the match, you keep that pair. And the person who has the most pairs at the end of the game wins, right? So that's a fun game that you can play and create at home using the sight words. So what I would recommend is to break it down depending on, just how many people are playing, depending on the developmental level of your reader. You might want to start with 5 words and just create, you're going to need a pair for each word, because the idea is that if I pick up all, I want to see if I could find the match to it. I want to find all again. So that's just one game that you can play. I shared 3 tips: magnetic letters, flashcards, using just a sheet of paper and cutting it into squares or rectangles, or using Post-its, or using index cards, and playing the match game with the sight words. Okay. And again, look at the books that you have at home, and you'll notice that you have many of the sight words are occurring in many of your picture books. And so in this book, like he, for example, is a sight word. So he made a smiling snowman right there. You have more than one sight word actually in that sentence, but from this list, you have so, you have he. And so what you can begin to do as you're reading these books with your kids is encourage them to read and recognize the sight word. And so again, make that fun. Like, okay, we're going to read a book together. And whenever you see your sight, a sight word that you read, you read that word. And so those are just some fun ways. Happy Friday, and I will see you all again